What is going on, everybody? Wally here with another video for PlanetDestiny, and today we're taking a look at the For the People auto rifle that you can find in the Crucible vendor for 150 Crucible marks and 1 Crucible commendation. This thing is definitely one of my favorite pickups so far out of all the vendored weapons because it is very suitable at a lot of different roles. So let's hop into some of the perks and the stats before we hop into some gameplay. Starting with it, of course, you got a standard array of sights. You have the standard red dot, then you have a little bit better of a red dot in my opinion, my favorite, the red dot Ores, and then you have a standard ACOG. First perk here is persistence, which allows your accuracy to go up to about 20% of the weapon's base stability. Very, very useful if you want to combine it with something like Field Scout. Me, I'm more of a stability max kind of guy. With the proper perks here, you can max stability with perfect balance and the red dot Ores, and that is something that I love and cherish. You may not feel the same way, but keep in mind there are a few different setups for this weapon that work in your favor. Finally, hopping into glass half full, the bottom half of the magazine causes additional damage. All in all, a very, very good auto rifle if you're looking to pick something up. Has a great rate of fire, solid impact, hits for about 16 on the body, 20 on a headshot without glass half full. So it definitely is a very hard hitter. It's got a very quick kill time, even though it is semi-deceiving when you're taking a look at that impact and some of those damage values. But it is a very, very, very good auto rifle, and I'm going to try to show you why it is so in some of the footage up and coming. But let us know what you think. Do you like this auto rifle? Have you sort of passed it up? Let us know in the comments below and check out this footage. I'll be right back with some more. So we're taking a look at some standard Crucible footage here, and I do enjoy Crucible very much. Playing some 6v6 with a couple of my buddies, and you're going to see that this weapon, although the range modifier is a little low, rate of fire is pretty high, impact is there, the stability really does make up for it. Allows you to get some shots down at range that you normally shouldn't be able to get, in my opinion, with an AR. This thing acts like a very high fire rate SMG in a way, but it also has some pretty good range and some pretty good impact. 20 on a headshot, like I was talking about earlier, allows you to get some shots in and drop targets relatively quickly because of those headshots and that rate of fire. Now that's probably the biggest two things, the biggest two potentials about this weapon. I really don't get down to the glass half full enough to really notice it half the time. Most of the time I will put shots into somebody and then immediately reload so that I have enough shots in case I run into a 2v1 or even more targets, or if I'm just missing shots. So Field Scout and that extra mag size that comes with it may be something that you want to run. It may be something that I may switch to eventually as well, but it is something that is undoubtedly a very, very good auto rifle. This thing performs very, very well. Now you're going to see up here that I have the ability to trade with a heavy rocket. I have enough time to kill this guy before he gets this rocket off. Now he could have just been slow, and it's definitely possible that he was a little bit slower than he should have been, and I had a little bit of luck on my side. He was a little bit weak. His shields weren't fully recharged right there. But having the ability to sort of trade with a heavy with an AR at that range is fantastic in my opinion. It's a great trade. I'm completely okay with it. I didn't have any heavy myself, so it's not like I gave up anything like that. And he only got 1 kill out of it and died in the process. So the trade is pretty good, and that's what I'm trying to say with this auto rifle. Its kill time is relatively quick when you land headshots, when you're landing your shots. Now, me, I have some potato-ish aim occasionally. I do miss my shots, so it doesn't always work as quickly as I'd like it to. But most of the time, you are going to drop people relatively quick, and you are going to be a contender on the field if you play smart. Generally, most FPSs, especially Crucible and Destiny, require that you play cover to cover, depending on your playstyle. Now, me, I'm more of a secondary sniper user. I'll switch up, use scout rifles in PvP, some pulse rifles, and some hand cannons. And generally, I'm always playing cover to cover. And when I'm doing that, this AR sort of breaks that niche a little bit for me. It kind of changes me up a little bit. I'm much more aggressive with it because I know I can be in a way, because I can get kills, slide in and out of areas of conflict, and then find myself back into the action relatively quickly and dropping more kills. So it's something that you may want to try out as sort of an aggressor weapon. Get very aggressive with it and have a good time. You're undoubtedly going to do enough damage to rack in a lot of assists. I found that playing with this weapon for the past couple of days, I find myself getting more assists in general in games like this than I have in the past. Now, I think it's mainly because of the weapon itself, because it has a high rate of fire and a low impact. You're going to find yourself getting a lot more assists because you're not going to be killing players as quickly as you're used to. It's no Suros, that's definitely true, but it definitely has the ability to outperform occasionally a Suros depending on who you're engaging. There will be some engagements that I've actually beaten a Suros up close and sometimes even at range. And that is something that is awesome. If a legendary AR can outperform arguably the best AR in the game, regardless of player skill, I think it's something that should be noteworthy. But it's up to you. You have to tell us, or at least attempt it yourself, to figure out what works for you in the best ways. This AR may not work for everyone. It works for me. It's definitely something that I enjoy. So you're going to have to let us know. Tell us what you think in the comments. Enjoy the rest of the footage and let us know if this weapon is something for you.